Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for November 5th, 2024. This is for Aries. Last shuffle coming out for Aries. Aries, they're showing me a lot of love for you. Status quo and teacher. Well, I tell you what, you may be learning a lot from your surroundings and the people around you. Spirit is going to bring up your environment. Your environment may be, usually when status quo comes out, right? This is about the environment and how it's trying or attempting to influence you. Sometimes it's like passive influence, and others it's like aggressive. Like they're just like, Aries, why don't you do that? This is what you need to do. Um, it seems like the people around you may be sort of passive about changes that need to be made. They all may be in this space of like, I need to make positive changes in my life. It seems like everyone around you is trying to make sure they find that balance, which is good. There's something about higher spiritual love here, a deeper spiritual love that everyone is attempting to attain in your space. It's coming out of nowhere. It seems intuitive, very intuitive. All right. You have Two of Pentacles, Temperance, Strength, and the Moon here with status quo. This is a cycle that the people around you are going through. This is your environment, your neighborhood, the people that you work around. Neighborhood stores, everywhere you go, you may start to see that they're a little bit more patient with each other. You may notice that they're a little bit more purposeful about the things they're doing. They may be contemplating things. They may be silent, staring off into the distance, better behaved. And it's mostly because they realize I have a purpose, and what am I really doing? What am I really here? What am I about? What am I really about? Yes, I may be a cashier at this place, but I'm more than that. I'm more than my profession. I'm more than the things I own. I'm more than what I'm doing with the people I talk to. Um, they want to have conviction about their steps. So you might notice a change in people being a little bit more philosophical. I see Sagittarius energy, which would be that energy of just trying to get into the heart of things, being a lot more philosophical, in life. You have Teacher with the Four of Swords and the Two of Wands, and so these are people in your space that you would normally probably just overlook. You know how like they're like the person that's cashing you out. They never talk. They just take your money and boom, boom, boom. This is now saying that they may be more at peace, and it may just strike you. It seems like the things that they do are a little bit more, there's more purpose behind it. You may feel like there's a deeper meaning to certain things. You might be inspired to feel a real human kind love for people around you because you're starting to feel it from others. Not to say that you never feel that, right? But there's people that we overlook. Four of Swords is like, I'm in my lane. I'm focusing on me. I'm not looking at anything else. I'm a horse with blinders on. I'm walking this way, and that's just it. I don't see the bunny on the side. I just don't. I'm not worried about that. It seems that now these people are, um, they may. It's almost to the vibe of you never overlook a person. You could still, just because you scrub toilets, you could be the best one there is. I know my mom told me that one time, and I was just looking at her like, when I say if you knew her, you would know why it was deep. Because I was like, she never really talked much about anything. My mom was like more of a lumberjack type person. She was outdoorsy, fisherman, hunter type person, clearing the underbrush type of person. So she comes out one day, and I don't know how else to, she didn't really talk much. And out of the blue, she was like, I don't care if you scrub toilets for a living. You be the best doggone person out there. They should glean. Like, you should take pride in everything you do. And it seems as though the people around you may start to be in this energy of maybe now they're really handling your money properly. They're straight and they're handing it to you or something like that going on here. There's more of a purpose in this. And it seems like there's such a beautiful love going swirling around you, and it may influence you to change how you are interacting as well. Not saying that you don't interact with people with the respect or anything like that, but there's more so of a thing of like, hey, we all have a function and that's just what we do. But more so now you're really looking at them as the person that they are because they're looking into you. The Sacred Temple with the Three of Wands and Temperance would tell me that usually you may have a hard time with being patient. You may have a thing where it's like, can you hurry up? Come on, let's go, let's go. And then I'm seeing now that you're really meant to stop and smell the roses. You're meant to sit back and to have a strategy with the things that you're doing. Not saying you don't have a strategy, but that's what you're meant to do. You're not meant to struggle with patience. It seems as though patience is very important, and people really doing things with a purpose is important. Other people around you may be taking their time, moving really slow. That may be a struggle for you, but they're meant to do this on purpose so that you may notice them. Spirit is doing this with them. Like, they are being influenced to do this. They may usually be like, let's hurry up and go. Now that this time, before they hand you the money, they may be like, how are you really doing? And you're like, oh my gosh, give me the money, let's go. Give me my change. um they may be influenced now more to slow down, and it's on purpose for you. It's for you. It's really for you, and that's going to be a struggle, it seems. New supportive connections with the Tower and Page of Swords. Look, now I'm not kidding. New supportive, all of a sudden, newly, they're going to be paying attention to you. People are going to stop and be like, oh man, Aries, yeah, I noticed that you usually do XYZ. And I wanted to tell you this, that, and the third. They're going to tell you something about an observant, the observance, I guess you could say, observance. Um, Something they observed within, with how you handle yourself, and just basic passing by type of thing. And they might tell you something that changes your life for the better. Spirit slowing you down on purpose. It's important to listen. It's important to hear what they're saying, and it's important to notice the differences, and Spirit's going to slow you down so that you do. And it's only to influence you, in a sense, to understand that life has a greater purpose, or there's a greater purpose for the reasons why people are around you. Like, there's a reason why someone is the cashier and is always the cashier during a certain time and meant to meet you. There's something that they have, a nugget of wisdom or something that they do that's supposed to help you. Everything is meant for something, and it's all a universal love that I'm seeing going on. I know how this sounds, because it's like, it just feels like it's scattered about. um, but Spirit does want you to understand that you are so well loved that they place certain people in your space. So, and you'll find out if you allow yourself to be slowed down, if you're not bucking at this. You just have to go with the flow on this, really, which could be difficult. But there's love. People feel love for you, and they don't understand why they're being influenced. I mean, of course they understand why you're Aries, duh. But on a deeper note, people feel a lot of love for you, and they show it in ways where it's like they have a gift or have some kind of talent or some kind of ability, capability, that they don't get to express due to what they do. Right? It's like there's some people that are just amazing at certain things, but you'd never know because they bag groceries. But if you allow yourself to take out 2-3 minutes, if they're slowed down or they're uh, keeping you up for a minute or two, you're going to see or hear, and they're going to want to do something for you. I don't know why I feel emotional. I feel like people feel very emotional about you. Um, wow. So yeah, you could be a Cancer, or dealing with a Cancer, a Sagittarius, a Leo, or a Scorpio main signs. We also have Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. You could be dealing with. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, Leo cusp, or a Gemini, Cancer cusp. Um, we also have Libra, Scorpio, Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp you could be dealing with. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.